welcome to the show, guys.
Speak that shit.
Blank Beats Production.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Speak That Shit. I am Alonzo Zobo 69. Been a me. Yes, I changed my name. Yes. You look up Alonzo, you look up Ben me, you'll see why I changed my name. You know what I'm saying? I changed my name. Okay. This week, right? We this gonna be an interesting show. This is going to be an interesting show from start to finish because we're going to be talking about this case with Carmelo Anthony. You know, got the people that's with the case, people against it. I'm going to be honest about this whole situation. I really don't know what's going on, really. I know parts of it. I know this. So, I'm going to just say my ins and out right here. But, we got some special guests coming on here to tell a story. We've been waiting for this for 2 weeks, so we're gonna bring them right on right here. But after I say before I bring them on, I want to say log on to KCE Radio. Go ahead and log on to the app. Also log on to KCE TV, the streaming app. We're gonna do new episode of the Unks, and I'm not even gonna talk about bringing nobody else on this shit. You know what I'm saying, about what they trying to do, but somebody, trying to do some bullshit, but I ain't gonna bring it on there because I'm not giving you no notoriety. I'm not trying to give you no exposure, so I'm gonna leave that out. But we got the Unks, we got Green Ridge, the Untold Truth, we got Pretentious. You only can watch Pretentious on there. Got a lot of movies on there. So go ahead and go to the Unks and KCE TV and watch the KCE TV. So first, and also go to Amazon. Go to Amazon and get your copy of the Bruh Code. Amazon, get your copy of the Bruh Code by Alonzo Brock. That's my other name, Alonzo Brock. Okay. I'd like to bring on my other host, DC. What it do?
What it do? I want to jump right into this thing, man. Let's get our guest on here. I'm so excited.
All right. I'd like to introduce the guest. We've been waiting for this for 2 weeks, so we can tell this story. It's the story of how you can't believe what a person says. We always believe one side of the story. We go with that one side of the story, and we're going to ride with. This man when he got proof of everything that what he was going through and why he was truthful and all that. So let's bring on Mark. Mark, come on through.
What's up? How's everybody doing?
What's going on?
Amazing. Good. It's good to see you, Mark.
Hey, thank you guys for having me on the show.
So tell them a little bit about what you're getting ready to talk about. He gonna play a video and you just talk about it,
For 3 years now, since 2023, I had a female that I allowed stay in to my parents' house when my dad passed away. She was there for 9 months, and when I told her she and her kids had to go, now all of a sudden I got charges against me: cyber stalking, battery by strangulations. And here in Tampa, TPD, or Hillsborough County Sheriff Office, they never questioned me. They just came and arrested me twice. Now it gives me the opportunity to go file charges against them because they don't even know if I was in town that week. They didn't even ask me, did I know the person? Just came and arrested me twice. And the first time they arrested me, I was at Wawa asking about a restraining order. Then they came and arrested me then. That was a cyber stalking charge. And the state attorney, like 3 weeks later, just threw this out. I never had to go to trial, never had to go to court, never had to enter the courtroom, not one time on this charge. The state attorney just dropped the charge and said we should have never arrested him in the first place. We had no evidence that he did anything. This wasn't even him. So they dropped the charges like 3 weeks right after they arrested me. Actually, what I did, I called on and asked him, I said, hey, I didn't get any notification of my court date. So the public defender said, She said, well, that's funny. She said 2 days before you called, state attorney just decided to drop all charges. Never went to court on anything. Then the next thing I know, about maybe 2 or 3 months after that, I was in the room and I heard a boom, 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 knock at the door. I knew, it wasn't no guest that was wanted there. It was somebody. It was either somebody trying to break in the house or local authorities. So what I did is I walked through the house and I could look out and they couldn't see me. It was early in the morning, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I looked through the peephole, never said anything. I could see them. They couldn't see me. So I called. They left a card in the door. Well, no, they called my phone and told me to call this number. So on the voicemail, I called the number back, and it was the sheriff officer. Hey, this is Sergeant Corporal such and such, and he said, hey, we want to talk with you. I said, listen here. I said, if you guys trying to arrest me for something, I said, you guys better tell me right now, because I said I'm not going to, come to you guys. He said, well, we have a warrant for your arrest. I said, okay. I said, for what? Because it shocked me. I was like, for what? They said battery by strangulation. I said, on who? They said a lady named Ashley Pryor. I said, you got to be kidding me. So anyways, I stayed out for like a week because my lawyer was out of town. Then I did a walk-in and turned myself in. But this to me was like a tear down case for me. And one thing about me, I stand on 3 things. I protect my name, my character, and my reputation. So they were coming for that. She ganged up with a couple of people who started telling things about me, trying to make me look bad, trying to destroy my credibility on social media, telling all kind of bad things, posting up my arrest records, my arrest charges. So I wasn't able to really say anything about the evidence we had against her. We were sort of waiting for them to go to trial because we had so much evidence stacked up against us. She had somebody come through in the middle of the night. She was in the truck, threw a wrench through my front window. We had all that. I posted that. Zoe has seen that. I posted the video of that. She told the people she had to run because she was in fear of my life on a such and such day.
Let's show that video right there, Mark. I got that video.
Okay.
This video is actually called "The Woman Was in Fear of Her Life and Was Running from the House."
About to see is of Ashley Pryor. On September 20th, 23, she was asked to leave my house, but she submitted this to the judge in a restraining order saying she had to run from my house because she was in fear of her life. Take a look at the video yourself. In October 2023, Ashley Pryor filed an injunction against me and told the judge that she had to run from my house because she was in fear of her life. But what Ashley Pryor did not know, there were cameras outside recording her movements. We presented this to the judge, and the judge told her, it doesn't look like you're in fear of your life. You're casually walking. She told her to get out of my courtroom. You just wasted my time and his because I don't believe anything you say. But wait, check out this inbox message. And also her Facebook post where she tried to get everybody else to come up and make false accusations against me like she does.
Yeah, she didn't know the cameras were outside of our house recording everything. She really tried to drag my name through the mud. She tried to destroy my character, my reputation. So when we presented that during the time of the restraining order, the judge looked at this and said, whoa, you said you had to run from his house. She didn't know we had this recording. So when the judge looked at the right off my phone, right off my cell phone, just looked right at it and said, it doesn't look like you're in fear of your house. Matter of fact, she passed 2 other houses to get to the corner house. The closest house, if she was in fear of her life, the closest house, she would have went the opposite way to the right. And she didn't. So she walked to a house. I do food reviews. I'm a content creator. She walked to a house that she was known at. We've been there before. So, and she asked the lady, and in her statement said, hey, if I need you, can you say I ran to your house? The video evidence is right there, her casually walking, and Zoe and you guys, it was in the rain with her daughter on her hip. Now, if you was in fear of your life, you would have ran, plus it's raining. You guys saw it for yourselves. She was just casually strolling down the sidewalk.
Oh, she's not gonna win no races at that pace. I can tell you that.
Yeah. But the thing is, she didn't know all this stuff was being recorded.
Right now, Hootie and Savage, right now, Mark is telling his story about being falsely accused. So we're going to, this first 30 minutes of his section right now. So, all right, just letting everybody know.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. So you want me to take the next video and you give us a little idea of what's going on here?
Go ahead, roll the tape.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I walked in the middle of the battle. Okay, good. Okay.
All right, so this one is lies in court multiple times on the witness stand. All right, fitting to roll it.
All right.
Ashley Pryor lied multiple times in court on the witness stand, which caused 2 state attorneys, 2 judges to throw out 2 cases. My mom always said, "You can't remember a lie." Ashley Pryor, you did a good job of lying. Now, we all know that lying on the witness stand is called perjury. Those are the charges we're going after. But the bottom line is that neither of the 2 state attorneys, neither of the 2 judges believed anything you said. They all said you were lying. That's why those charges got thrown out and dropped. Stay tuned. There's more to come. In this case, I went and got the police report. And the TPD police report, what she stated was, on September 16th, here's the 2 charges. The first charge was battery by strangulation, and then the next charge was battery. So on September 16th, she said, I stood in front of her with my hands out and strangled her till she was about to pass out. She said she was seeing stars. Now, we all know the difference between strangulation and a choke. A choke is somebody's going to let you go, but a strangulation means that somebody's trying to kill you. That was on the 16th. In the police report on the 20th, she came back 4 days later. She said, this time I just strangled her. She wasn't about to pass out. So if somebody's trying to kill you, you're going to come back 4 days later and get the same treatment again? I did a video. You guys probably going to roll it. Yes.
Can I ask a couple questions? Okay, what
Yes.
state was this?
Florida.
What state was this?
Florida.
I'm sorry?
Florida.
So,
Florida.
Okay, so as far as I know, first off, who came to who told you you had a warrant and didn't describe what the warrant was? Because that's not how that goes. Generally, the officers that come to get you with the warrant don't know what the warrant is for. They just know that a warrant has been issued.
Not true. Not true. I called them. I called them and I asked them what was the charges for the warrant for the pickup for me. And they said it was battery for 1 charge and battery by strangulation. And I asked for who.
Yeah.
They told me.
No, if you called into the office, yes, they can tell you. But the officers who are deployed to get you, they just know there's a warrant.
No,
Not
in Florida. Not in Florida. You can go on the internet. You can see a warrant, and they have the warrant there, and they have to read it off to you when they come get that. They have it in the car with you.
Yes, you can do that, but the officers don't have time for that. They're just issued.
That's not true. That's not true. I called the corporal. He left a message on my phone for me to give him a call. So when I called him, I asked him what was my warrant for, and he told me battery and battery by strangulation. That corporal told me that.
Yeah,
It's public knowledge right there. Anything in Florida, you go to ACSO and you can pull up. If anybody got a warrant, you can pull up your name.
After that, right. That's right, as it's already been issued. However, when they approach the person with the warrant, they generally don't describe these things because it's going to exacerbate the system.
Yeah, in Florida they do. In Florida they do. They do in Florida.
Well, I mean, they could do it anywhere. I mean, I'm just saying, but generally the protocol is not to do that. Wait till you're in front of the magistrate or whatever, because that's their job to tell you what you're there for.
Right.
Because it may be this or it may be more.
Yeah.
If you had attacked them, then it would have been something completely different. Or if you tried to fled.
I want to make sure I get all these videos in here. So the next one is her storming out of court after losing a second time. And I think what we all need to know here is this is a man that got accused by a woman who actually chose to stand up in court, which is very rare because we all lose there. Like it's like he's paving the path to show you what you need to do, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not laughing because it's funny. What happened? I'm laughing because you got caught in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. All right, here we go.
Ashley Pryor was saying she's on the borderline of keeping the peace or airing this blank to blank out. Don't keep the peace. You ain't try to keep the peace before. Here's another video of her losing the second time in court. She lost all 6 times. Take a look at the video. Yeah, one thing you know about me, I don't run, I don't quit, and you can't punk me. You'll quit before I will, especially with all the lies you're being exposed with.
Where you at? Where you at? Look where you at. Another sweatless victory.
So on this particular time, this was the second. She filed 3 restraining orders against me. 2 in front of the same judge, 1 in front of a different judge. This was the second time she had lost in court, and I just took my selfie stick and my camera, and she was so upset. She was explaining to another female there that had probably filed charges on her guy too. So I caught her bending down talking, and she didn't know I had the camera on her. So I guess the lady behind her that she was talking to told her, "Hey, he's recording you." But she lost in court. She tried to file 3 restraining orders against me. The judge told this lady, she said, you really don't have a case to stand on. She said, if this man was doing all this stuff to you, did you tell anybody? She said, no. Did you call the police? She said, no. She said, did you take pictures or take videos? She said, no. She said, well, I have a hard time believing this man did anything to you. You have no evidence to prove. So it's multiple videos you guys want to roll.
All right, let's go with this last one here. We got one more. Who do you guys think chime in here? You've been awful quiet down there. We got women trying to treat men bad. I don't hear you saying very much.
When I'm letting the man
plead, he can't say shit.
Okay.
He got a woman and how's he gonna beat his ass? He says shit. He better be quiet.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Mark Wins.
She made me quiet.
Savage. I'm the ex-president of the Men's Bitch Beaters Club. And I'm just trying to see if we should allow him in or not. But right now, you're failing the test because you haven't did anything wrong that I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's hit this last video.
All right, let's go.
I just want to make sure he's breathing down there. Every time you once in a while, you got to poke him a little bit. This is my favorite one. I saved it for last. Showing up where I am at. Because women, and I wanted to use the B word, but I'm being respectful right now because we're recording this for Power for Men. My favorite part was when they tell us that we following them when they really following us.
Mm-hmm.
Some very interesting things. So pay close attention to times and dates. Who's following who? On this particular day at Rivercrest Park, Ashley Pryor was observed monitoring my page for a very long time. Me and a friend go to this particular restaurant, and guess who shows up later? Ashley Pryor. Look at the time and dates. And then we leave to go to this particular restaurant, and guess who shows up? Ashley Pryor. Now, never mind the date on this picture. She posted it a day later, but you can look and see she's wearing the same clothes from the day before. But let's zoom in and see who actually is the person sitting in this car. Wow, Ashley Pryor. Now, we're doing a podcast at this restaurant, and both owners say, guess who showed up while we're doing the podcast? Ashley Pryor. They said she showed up just to say hello. Now, who's following who? And the women in this podcast seeing Ashley Pryor outside, it may not have been too nice for her.
Yeah, this is funny. It first started off in the park. Some of her friends that used to believe the stories that she was telling them, they started saying, man, something's not adding up. So her friend was in the park that she didn't even know, walked up to the car, because if you notice in the video, in the picture, she's leaning back in the car. So her friend walks up, takes a picture, and sees her all on my Facebook page, monitoring the places I go. Now, so you know I'm a foodie. I go to a lot of different restaurants, content creating and stuff like that. Then her friend shows up and walks up to her and sees her looking at my Facebook page, the places I go to. Me and my friend Vanessa go to these restaurants to do food reviews. The people, the owners of these restaurants, say, "Hey, Mark, guess who just showed up right after we left? Ashley just showed up." They started telling us that she was going to these places after we left there. Now, if you're in fear of your life, are you going to go to the same places? Now, what if we'd have eaten the food right in the parking lot? You would have showed up right there while we were there. But she made herself look so bad because everywhere we were going, now her friends stopped believing her story and started sending us stuff to my texts and calling me and saying, "Hey, Mark, this lady's following you. I don't know if she's trying to start something with you." But it was more than that. I only put that one in the video, those two places in the video, or those three places. But we're in a podcast on a Sunday. It's like 5 of us. We're talking. I didn't know until the next day. We're in the back of the restaurant. So the next day, the wife, the owner, said, "Mark, Ashley and her daughter just came to the front of the restaurant just to say hello." How would you know I was there unless you was following my page, monitoring my page? I don't know if she has. I keep an open page for people to comment on and say stuff about, "Hey, you can go to this restaurant, you can go review this place." So I keep an open page, so you're allowed to look on my page, and I'm not hiding anything. I'm very transparent. But I could not say a lot of stuff until the last trial was done and over with. We had evidence. We was hoping, had they gone to trial, she would have perjured herself right on the witness stand because we had all this evidence showing that we don't see. I wish you guys don't have the videos that I showed you of the neck. That I didn't send you that. There's no marks on her neck or anything. So she just made up a lot of stories. But I got to tell you guys, this been dragged out since 2023. It's 2026 now. We would come to court, and the first time we came to court, the battery was a misdemeanor. The battery by strangulation was a third-degree felony. They saw me and my lawyer wasn't budging. So the first time they said, "Hey, would you take 2 misdemeanors?" I said, "No, I'm not taking that." 3 or 4 months later, since 2023, this has been dragged out. 3 or 4 months later, they switched 2 judges and 2 state attorneys. So they started saying, "You won't take the felony and misdemeanor." I said, "No." They said, "Will you take 2 misdemeanors?" I said, "No." They said, "Will you take a misdemeanor, time served, no jail time, no probation?" I said, "No, I'm not taking that." 4 or 5 months later, they came back again. They said, "Will you take 1 misdemeanor?" I said, "No." So this Thursday, the day before trial, the Thursday, they said, the judge, he said, "You guys couldn't work anything out?" I said, "I'm not taking anything." So the state attorney, so the judge said, "Be ready Monday to go to trial." I said, "This has been dragging out for 3 years. Be ready Monday. We're going to trial. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm not going to put on the same proposal." Say that's off the table. You're looking at 5 years in prison. He's talking to me like I'm guilty. I got a little bit offended behind it. He said, "Since you guys couldn't work out a deal, this is off the table come Monday. Be ready to go to trial. Those 5 years we're talking about, that's off the table." So Monday, before they called my name, I had just sat down maybe 5 minutes. He was talking to me rough that Thursday. "You better come in with a suit and tie and this and that. Don't come in with no hole." I had one hole in my right jean pants. So he said, "Monday, you better come in with a suit and tie, and you better come looking presentable." That Monday came in. The state attorney asked my lawyer, he said, "Ask him, will he take disorderly conduct? Time served, no jail time, no probation." I said, "No, I'm not taking that." My lawyer went and told the state attorney he's not taking that. Less than 5 minutes out, the second one they called my name up there. The judge said, "I'm on the right side, the state attorney's on the left side." They said, "Are you guys ready to go to trial?" I'm shaking my head. I said, "Yes." So they asked the state attorney, "What's the state's take on this?" And the lady said, "Give me 1 second." The judge slammed his hand down on the desk. So I said, "I'm not taking that long. You guys had ample enough time to get this ready. This case been drawn out for 3 years. What is the state's take on this case?" She turned around and she said, "No process." She didn't even want to say it loud. My lawyer stormed out the courtroom with his folders in his hand, and slammed them on the garbage can. He said, see, that's what I'm talking about. The state knew they didn't have nothing against you, but they dragged us out for 3 years. He said they thought you was going to wave the white flag, but you stood your ground. Now, disorderly conduct is one of the lowest charges you can get. But why would I take something when I know I didn't do anything? So, I wasn't spitting on the ground was the cheapest charge. I wasn't taking nothing. I was ready to go to trial, and it never went to trial. That's why they call it a no process. So I wasn't found not guilty, didn't plead guilty, didn't plead no contest. It never went to trial. But here's the thing about the state of Florida. It's a money-making state. They want a conviction, probation, house arrest. They want you to pay some money. I was not going to take this at all because I knew I didn't do anything. I had enough evidence. And you know what? The state knew that they didn't have anything. They didn't even call her to the day of trial. Now, how you gonna process a case without the person being, that's actually filing the case? She never did show up to court. So the state knew they didn't have nothing, but they kept trying to get me to plead out for this and that. Nah, I stood my ground on that because I knew that I didn't do anything. And to all you guys that are going through stuff like this with women, man, if you know you didn't do nothing, my mom always said you can't remember a lot. My dad always taught me and my brother to stand for what's right. I had enough evidence to show people, and that's why I started showing people this is what really happened. Because once they found me, once they said no process, my lawyer said, Mark, you got the green light to show what we would have shown at trial.
But my take on the dude, I was in shit. Goddamn. Let's do a little background. I went in the military. Humble as a humble, green as hell, wasn't it? And goddamn
you
came
was
out.
always a snitch. Don't sit up and have me lie for you. You
So
was
you
an explorer. You always was a fucking snitch.
Last year you told the whole
You told on me.
Hill
You told on me before I even got. I wasn't even high school good, and you told the motherfucker on me.
Well, you just told the motherfucker 400 some thousand goddamn people my goddamn game, and I cheated through whole goddamn high school. And this other big head motherfucker over here said he stopped on the motherfucker and called the police on this. So how in the fuck y'all call fuck y'all? Anyway, man, I'm sorry, Mr. Williams. I'm a pastor.
You ain't no pastor. Shut up.
What it is, my first case was, they had me for strangulation and a strong arm robbery, right? Big body, little body said I choked her, but when she went in court, she ain't even had no goddamn neck. How the hell you gonna choke a fat bitch with no neck? That's just a joke, but on the real though, I went in, man. I had a chick playing between me and dude, and had me in there. They were trying to give me life in prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I said, if you motherfucker gonna give me life, I'm gonna sit on in this bitch. I ran the bill up for about 3 years sitting in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Everything, and come the last day of like you said, the pre-trial, they came at me with 18 months. I done did some shit. I did what they said I did, goddamn it. So I took them 18 motherfucking months and ran. But to make a long story short, the positive thing out of this is, you feel what I'm saying? I was prepared to line myself up to teach. And that's what my purpose, I think, is right now, to go teach and explain what I done went through in life and how I handled any stupid moves I did and didn't do, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a big business, man. In Hillsborough County, they got prisons up there that they done been built for 5 or 6 years, and ain't nobody even been in them yet. You follow what I'm saying? Then on top of that, you got another strike against you because you're a black man. Back in the 70s, they were doing experiments and shit on us. They put us in the goddamn projects and gap between us and the black women. And once they did that and they married the black women and got us out the way, now goddamn black women are always shaking their goddamn necks and shit, talking shit back to us. They don't respect you as a man no goddamn more. And that's the biggest thing you can do to a man is disrespect him as a man. And that's why I teach dudes all the time now. Put boundaries around yourself. I done went through all this, dude. I done went through damn hell, got drugged through the mud and all this shit. You got to love yourself. Now every week, what I do every week, the same way we spoil them motherfucking hoes and them bitches, I spoil myself. I go deal with my goddamn self on Friday, Saturday, or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, if you love me, no matter what we do, you ain't gonna sit and lie on me whether you get dick whooped, tongue whooped, or whatever it is. Motherfucker going to try to.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. But if they go to mess you up like that right there, man, you don't need to be with them at all. They don't mean you no good, bro. And I always talk about the boomerang effect. Boom
All right.
ring.
Well, we got to cut this short because we got to go to the next episode. But we will come back. We're gonna introduce you to Mr. Savage when we come back. So just give us 30 seconds. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? You got to pee. Go and pee real quick. We're gonna come back with right or wrong. On men only. Everybody know about the bro code, right? But let's be real. The bro code is for boys. It's for the immature dudes still trying to figure out who they are. But the bro code, that's different. That's for mature men, the men who move with purpose, discipline, and respect. The bro code is a set of real codes that tells you how to treat your friend, how to treat your homie, how to treat your brother, how to stand on loyalty, how to move with integrity, how to show up for the people who show up for you. This ain't about games. This ain't about clout. It's about being a man with standards. If you're tired of childish stuff, if you're ready to level up your circle, if you want to be the kind of man that other men can depend on, then the Bruh Code is for you. And you can get it right now exclusively on Amazon. Just search the Bruh, B-R-U-H code by Alonzo Brock, and it pops right up. Paperback, ebook, whatever you need. Stop playing with your growth. Stop playing with your brotherhood. Get your copy of the Bruh Code today and step into the version of yourself your brothers can be proud of. Welcome to this episode of Right or Wrong. This is where we'll show you a video and we will decide if the person is right or the person is wrong. Because sometimes you can be right and other people would think you're wrong. Or you can be right or wrong at the same time. Who's the judge? Well, we're the judge because it's our show and we're showing it. So our opinion is the only opinion that matters. Stay tuned for this episode of Right or Wrong. Welcome to Right or Wrong. It's brought to you by the Bruh Code. You can go get your copy of the Bruh Code by going to Amazon. Go to Amazon.com and get your copy of the Bruh Code. Just type in the Bruh, B-R-U-H code by Alonzo Brock. All right. Before we get started with this episode of Right or Wrong, I would like to introduce a special guest on the show, Mr. Clayton Savage, and then we'll get on to our Right or Wrong. Mr. Savage. Okay, I don't know what's going on, so we're going to go ahead with the first video.
What? Hey, get back.
What are you talking about?
Why are you trying to sit in the front?
I'm getting in the front.
My mama is coming.
Tell her get in the back.
My mama coming, Janice.
Okay, she can get in the back, baby.
You ain't finna disrespect my mama like that.
Let me tell you something. When you put this ring on my finger, I'm your wife now. I'm not finna sit in the back and your mama sit in the front.
Now, boy, how is that disrespecting your mama? That's your wife. And as simple as a front seat, back seat, your mama shouldn't even want to sit in the front seat over your wife.
That's weird.
But it's not weird. My mama gonna sit in the front and you gonna sit in the back.
No.
Why not?
Because that's not happening. Why would I sit in the back of my own car?
I get that, but then again, it's like, it's my mama. Like,
you should let your mama and your wife decide if they gonna sit where they gonna sit. If your wife wants to sit in the front seat, then let it be. I get it. Some people feel like, oh, I'm gonna let your mama sit in the front seat, I'm gonna get in the back seat. But if we leave in my house and I'm in the front seat, then like I don't see a problem with your mama sitting in the back seat. What's the big deal? I am your wife. But if you got a problem with it, then you need to marry your mama.
it's going right down the street. It's like a 20-minute drive. Ain't that bad.
Are you married to your mama?
No. But I'm just saying, like...
Okay, then what's the problem? You mama boys, y'all need to understand, y'all are not married to y'all mama. Y'all are married to y'all woman.
I think you trying to make this something that is not. I'm gonna need you to get out.
I'm not getting... Let me tell you something. I'm not getting out of this car. If you want me out this car, you or your mama gonna have to move me.
As a boy mom, I'm gonna stick my ass in the bed. Like, I don't want the front seat of your wife. Now, if your wife offer me the front seat, then cool. But if not, it's no big deal. I'm going to get in my ass in the back seat because this is your person.
I'm not gonna play with you. You gonna get in the back.
I'm not getting in the back, bro.
Get in the back.
Then stop disrespecting me.
How am I disrespecting you?
Because I'm your woman. Your woman sits in the front.
Okay.
Your mama is supposed to understand that this is my place. You know what I'm saying?
You playing with me and you playing with my family.
We was just with them last weekend.
Okay, that's cool.
I don't see why it's a big issue about who sits in the front seat. But when you get married, y'all become one. This is your real. So for you to be on some bull crap as of like talking at her and telling her she got to get in the back seat for your mama, she disrespecting your mama. At this point, I think you should.
Well, we're gonna ask who was right or wrong. Was the girl right for not getting in the back seat? So I know my answer already when this first started. As soon as I know my answer when it first started, so we just go around the board. I think Savage was driving, so he hit a spot where the signal was weak. So, but we're gonna start with DC.
Oh man, and I have learned. For those radio listeners that are out there, I'm the white guy, and it's pertinent in this place here. These white moms do not act like the black moms. They feel entitled. They're jealous of the wife. It is up to the man to put your mama in her place when it comes to sitting in the car. I'm sorry.
No, hold on, because I forget. So you saying white moms feel entitled?
100%. Like
Okay.
the black mom that was talking here, that's the way it should be. She is absolutely right. But I'm telling you, I had a white mom and I had a white wife. And my white mom would bitch every time I put her in the back seat. Every single time. But she rode in the back seat. It's not her choice. She wants to go. She get in the back seat. It's about the king and the queen. And it's terrible. It's terrible that your mother will put you through that because you're her son and all this bullshit that she's going to put on you, because I heard all kinds of shit, how they threaten you. So I definitely know this is a white-black thing for sure, 100%. But yeah, the girlfriend is right and the mama's right. And the man is not going to get no pussy this week or this month. Hoodie?
The dumbest shit I ever. I was just gonna agree with your ass. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my fucking life.
Oh,
Listen.
she's not finna fuck him. She is not finna fuck him. No.
It ain't about no pussy. See, when you let that motherfucking pussy run you, that's when they feel they can do what the fuck they want to do. Now, if it was the other way around, it was her mammy getting ready to get in the car, she'll want her to get in the front seat and ride in the front seat. But I put that bitch on top of the goddamn roof, like the Beverly Hills did. You remember the grandma used to ride on top of the hood? Why would you want my mom to ride in the back seat and you're in it? If you wouldn't have the king, if it wouldn't be for this queen back here, that's supposed to be both our mamas. And man, and her mama's supposed to be both our mamas. So therefore, we let the elderly and the older, the what do you call them, the elders, you know what I'm saying? They get the front seat. No. You know what I'm saying? No. And if I tell your ass she go ride the front seat, that's where the fuck she go ride. This is my car, my motherfucking mama. You raggedy? Ooh, not that. I'm trying not to curse. Stop cursing.
Yeah. That front seat don't have no damn power to it other than respect. Zoe?
It's like this. Soon as he said my mama coming, he would have got cursed out. Soon as he said my mama coming, he would have got cursed out because I already know what the fuck was coming. Soon as he said my mama coming, bruh, when you get married, you won. Your mama got to know her space.
Yep.
She got to know her role.
Yep.
Just like me as a father. When I go, and I only got one kid that's married. So they even my son, he's with his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? They ain't married yet, but whatever, but with his girlfriend, same thing. I show respect. If I get in the car, which very rarely I do, I don't think I never did. I think I did probably one time, maybe. I don't remember, but I know with my daughter, as soon as I get it, let's go there. And her husband used to be the one driving. And she'll get in the passenger, but she'll like, Dad, you can sit up here. No, I'm sitting in the back seat. You sit up there with your husband. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I can't remember, but I believe my son did the same thing with his girlfriend. Like my dad come, he can say, no, I'm not sitting up here. in the backseat, even that's his girlfriend. That's not his wife. That's his girlfriend. This is the one that you call that you love, that's gonna be part of you. I, when the Bible say you leave your mother, you leave your parents' house, leave your mother and father, you become one. And they talking about marriage, but in my case, you know what I'm saying, that marriage can mean different things to different people. Marriage in the world, in the flesh of the world, mean you got to go to the courthouse, get a piece of paper, and you got to have a judge say, okay, you're married. Marriage in the spiritual world, marriage, you confessing your love and your unity to God. But that's my own. That's my perception. So don't follow what my perception is. Because the same thing with marriage, the same thing with divorce. You know what I'm saying? You go get that paperwork legally, so she can't get this, he can't get this, and that. That's what that in the fleshly world. But in the spiritual world, once you confess that God, that's it. In the spiritual world, that's just my opinion. So she's right. Once he put that ring on the finger and she said, I do, motherfucker, then you sit up there begging her. Man, that's my mom. And we don't give a fuck who it is. She getting her ass in the back because she waiting here till we get back.
And I agree with you, Zoe, but you were talking about, now if it was the daddy, I can see. But my thing is, well, all I'm saying is, okay, and I agree with you 100% what you're saying. If, on the other hand, you're going to want me to let your mama sit in the front, let mine sit in the goddamn front. Man, what the fuck wrong with you, man?
Who?
What's wrong with you, man?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Because I said DC, you start talking.
Huh? Oh, you put me on mute, man. Help me, man. Find something.
You ain't on mute. I hear you.
Santa Claus looking at me.
I hear you. We hear you.
Listen, I'm gonna agree with DC. You're right too, DC. Okay, you're right too. I agree with you, DC.
I don't need you to agree with me.
But listen, but what I'm saying is, I fully agree
what you're saying.
with both what both of y'all said. But what I'm saying is, you know, let's compromise on this now. You're gonna want your mama to sit up front, and I got to sit in the back. Why mine can't sit up there? Because once a queen is a queen until they leave him. So it's about compromise. Treat me the way I want you. You know, you want to be treated. That's all I'm saying.
All right, whatever.
Oh, and thank you, DC. Thank you so much. This is this.
Well,
I don't even know what he's thinking.
My last one. I'm going to rehab.
Well.
Oh yes, Lord, for her. For her. I'm going to rehab for her little ass.
Well, the thing about it is DC said the white mamas feel that they're entitled. I don't know about that, and that might be true, but I know my mama herself, because you got some black mamas that feel they entitled too. But I know what my instance is that with my mama was like, hey, your wife, she don't even play that. She get, when we go somewhere, she get in the back seat, and she say, if we go somewhere, she'll say, I say we get in the front seat. She said, and ain't coming. So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? With the so DC, you might be right. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you on that part. I can't say I agree with you because I don't know your end, but I know my end. You get what I'm saying? And what my mom would do. I'm saying what my mom would do is she's like, no, I'm getting in the back. I'm getting in the back because you know what I'm saying. But see, I feel all that comes from knowing your role. You know when your son. When your son lead the nest, he gets somebody. That's your son's wife. That's this and that. You don't disrespect your son's wife. You're trying to put your son in a difficult situation. That's what you're trying to do. Because if he choose you, you get in that front, and you get in the back, they're going.
Well, it's like this.
I don't know where Clayton is, but he has got a lot of background noise.
I think he and Brandon probably. Hey, listen,
he's in DC.
Hey, I think it's like this here. So I think all mothers are the same. It's just white mothers are more outspoken than the black ones. The black ones are gonna sit back there and they're gonna chill. They're gonna let you offer them to get up. You know what I mean? They all the same, but the black ones, the white moms are more openly. You know what I'm saying? They go ahead and say it. You feel what I'm saying? Now the black ones, they'll sit there and chill, or they'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna get in the back." She said, "No, I'm gonna go and get up in the front seat." And they'll wait till the woman say, "Okay, yeah, go and get up in the front." You know what I'm saying? Or I let the two women get in the front seat and I get in the back seat. You follow what I'm saying? Let one of them drive, and mama be on the passenger side.
I ain't letting none of them motherfuckers drive.
I'm with you.
I don't like driving.
I'm saying. So we're gonna go through this. So let's go. It's that time right now. DC.
Yes,
was
sir.
she right or wrong, the lady?
The wife was right and the mama was right.
All right. Hootie?
The wife was right, the mama was right, and he a mama's boy. I think he should have made a better decision than what he did.
Yeah, he was dead ass wrong. I don't know what the mama did, so I can't even say this and that, but she was dead. The wife was dead ass right. Okay, we're gonna go to the second video.
Actually, it's an image, so you got
an image. So I'm gonna talk about what's on the image.
Before we get to the image, can I show? Eileen actually sent the new picture. When did you tell me when you want to see it? Here's the ROW.
Okay, it's a man leaves a bad review on Airbnb. So the host retaliates by sending his wife security camera footage of him with another woman. Okay, so was the host right or wrong for doing this? Clayton, are you with us?
Let me see. I'll unmute him. Hold on.
Clayton, are you with us?
Nah. And if he is, you can't hear him. It's raining.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Hootie.
You damn right. You done fuck my goddamn money up. You done fucked it up. And I ain't gonna be able to buy me no pork. I ain't gonna be able to buy me none, goddamn. So you done fuck by it up, so you ain't gonna get none neither, goddamn. I'm finna fuck your shit up too, goddamn. He damn right. He was right. He was dead ass right. That was some gangsta ass shit. That was a risk. I like that though. I like that. I don't know who. Well, so I don't know. Hey, DC, you way up there. Shit, go DC. I want to hear your perspective on this from a white man's point of view.
Everything that man said down there is bullshit. This is the bro code, up and down. You do not tell on a bro. I mean, okay, he fucked. Hold on. No. Now, wait. Mind you, I'm gonna tell you, this is the most creative shit I've ever seen in my life. It's awesome. You're very creative, and I get it. But let's be honest. How bad is a bad review gonna do you? You could have just put the video up. You didn't have to send it to his wife. You could have at least let her go find it. I mean, I think this is a punk ass shit, and I'm gonna beat your ass. That's me. So,
yeah, yeah, he shouldn't. I don't think he. I mean, he ain't my bro, so this and that. But I don't think he should have did that. That's some bullshit. He left you a bad review because you're a bad ass. You're a bad host. You did something that you ain't supposed to do, so you think, okay, he leave me a bad review, I'm gonna do this. Nah, do your fucking job. If you sitting up there renting your shit out, this and that, then do what the fuck you supposed to do. Do you know what I'm saying? If you said it's got this, it's got that, then do what the fuck it's supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to accommodate people. I'm sure you charging an arm and a leg. So nah, that was some bitch ass shit that you pulled.
But so
that was some bitch ass shit that you pulled.
How you know they didn't talk and he gave him a big discount or whatever it was? And then he still went and did a bad review.
I mean,
it's like this.
What was the review?
I rent out my resort on Airbnb. You understand what I'm saying? I put everything this and that. I ain't gonna put no extra. I know it's gonna be cleaned out. I know this and that. So you know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing but leave a good review because I'm not cleaning it up. It's the resort cleaning it up. The resort cleaning up. So no, he didn't talk to that man.
But what I'm saying, I think what he should have did, they should have talked first. You feel what I'm saying? And then go from there. Now, if he would have did this shit after they done talked, you know what I'm saying? That the host would have did this shit after they done talked. Okay, I agree with y'all. But shit, bitch, if you done broke me off, and I done damn near gave you half your money back or whatever it was, you feel what I'm saying? We had an agreement right there. So you should have went left me no bad ass goddamn review about nothing. You follow what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Fuck it. I think he was right. Fuck that shit.
Hey, I found so I'm pulling up the story. I found the actual story, like the actual.
Okay. All right.
So check this out. Airbnb guest is sued after host allegedly exposed him to his wife via a cheating photo. So this was actually a case in September of 2022. Sean Mackey from Mississippi booked a 3-night stay at Pamela Fuller's Airbnb property, Little Bit More Country in Memphis, Tennessee. The home was listed at $567 per night and could accommodate 12 guests. Mackey told Fuller he invited a few friends over for dinner. Let's see here. Where was the Mackey refused to pay the $960 in additional fees. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. When Mackey arrived, he gave Fuller a list of 9 guests with 4 or 5 staying the night. Blah, blah, blah. Fuller replied that the property could only host 8 guests with an extra fee of an additional person, even if they didn't stay the overnight. She also cited noise complaints and alleged violations of the no party rule and sent him a bill for $960. Mackey claimed the incident caused him extreme emotional distress, public humiliation, and damage to his marriage. So he sued the Airbnb host. And this case drawn national attention and is still in court as of now.
Nah, I need an apology because it wasn't a motherfucking dude. It was a goddamn woman. And you know damn well, goddamn women, goddamn stick together. They got the goddamn women code just like we got our bro code. She felt like, okay, bitch, you don't want to give me my goddamn money? You know what I'm saying? We gonna see about this bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna see about this goddamn bullshit. See, so that's how people do. They revenge. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to feel, oh, I got that motherfucker. I did this, I did that. Now she's $960 satisfied now.
Exactly. Well, she gonna get sued now.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, my thing about this is,
I want to know how this case comes out.
What I'm asking is, so she asked the renter to pay an extra $960, right?
Supposedly he broke. It said it listed as 12 people. He said he had 8 people, so she wanted extra money. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. She's very petty. That's petty. Who the fuck gonna sit up there and count how many people that gonna come in that damn house? You already getting what you're supposed to get. You think I give a fuck about how many people come in and that? You bring how many motherfuckers you do. I'm charging you as this. And they say you broke the noise. How you know she broke the noise? They broke the noise code. You want people to be quiet? There ain't no party. If you got 8 people, you got 12 people, it's a party.
Well, they probably would.
And the way you go, if you got more than 3 people coming in the motherfucking room, it's a fucking party. You coming up to the party. As long as you're quiet at a certain time.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That probably the association probably got on their ass or something. I don't know.
The association ain't even there at nighttime. How they get on your ass?
She is a lot of.
Who goes to an Airbnb with 8 people, not the party? Who has an Airbnb that has a no party rule on it? Why would you?
But guess what? Can we follow this case? Because I feel like the landlord's gonna win.
Sure, you can go ahead and follow it. I told you what his name was. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah. What it is? Let me write this down.
I don't remember. Let's see here. His name is Sean Mackey, Mackey.
Mackey.
And Pamela Fuller, Fohler.
That's right there. He got a motherfucking Karen. That's what happened is she looking at the camera, seeing how many people come in. That's bullshit. She's sitting on the camera. Okay, that's 1, that's 2. Oh, wait a minute, that's 9, that's 10. Let me see when they leave. Oh, wait a minute, it's 10:30. They still there. Oh no, this ain't gonna happen. Like she a motherfucking drill sergeant. Like you know what I'm saying? Like she like they in boot camp or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the house was listed. The house was listed with 12 people, and he only had 8, so it shouldn't have been no extra money there.
The house was listed for 12 people.
It said the house was listed at. Yeah, it was. I'm looking at the ad right now. It says the house was listed as $567 a night and could accommodate up to 12 guests.
And how many guests were there? Yeah,
he had 8, but it said that the house had strict rules: no smoking, no unregistered guests, no noise complaints, and no certain activities like skinny dipping or urinating in the pool. And she claims that he had a party with 8 people and he caused $964 of damage to the house and noise complaints and extra people there. She's just wrong.
How's extra people when he only had 8 people there?
Nah, she said it was only supposed to be 9, and he had way over that.
Well, I mean, she said that they were supposed to have dinner and agree to send a guest list to her, and then the guest list that they sent, more people showed up, but it was still under 12.
But still, man, that's too much control. That's too much fucking control.
If it's
You
in
don't
the
know
hole,
who my guest is, who this is. Nah, man, I would. Yeah, I would leave her a bad review. Also, I damn sure would leave her a fucking bad review. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you read it and it says, I'm reading the ad right now. Okay, it says 567 per night, can accommodate up to 12 guests. Strict rules: no smoking, no unregistered guests, no noise complaints, and no certain activities like skinny dipping or urinating in the pool. It says it on the ad. So if you get caught doing that by camera, I don't know that she's not right. Like if you say you're bringing 4 people and 8 people come, but 4 of them aren't registered, and she says
that's what I'm saying. Why would they get a room unregistered guests? I don't register people that come there. They come in. I don't know if they come in. I'm not going to send you a list of my names of people that come to my place.
I don't know. I kind of feel like,
but I understand about the skinny dipping and all that. I understand about all that. Don't get me wrong. I understand about the damage. I understand about that. What I'm talking about is the guests. How many guests? Because I got extra guests. No, I'm not going to sit up there. It can accommodate up to that as long as my guest is quiet, and I can understand about the noise complaint. I can understand about that. But you can't. If my people's in the house and we quiet and we doing what we supposed to do, no, man. I'm just saying, but it's on people. It's on the person that accepted that because you read the rules, you accepted. That's on you.
See, this is what I'm with. Like if I know everybody that's there, and I have a camera everywhere, I know who's fucking up. Like when something gets broke, at least I know. Like, what if I only have 4 registered names and 8 people show up? And he said, and then they go, well, this lamp got broke by this guy. I see him right here. And you go as the guy having a party. Oh shit, I don't even know who that is. How's she gonna sue somebody for breaking her shit?
You suing the person that rented the Airbnb.
Yeah, I guess.
They the one responsible for. I just watched Judge Judy. I just watched Judge Judy like yesterday, the day before yesterday, and it was the same situation. And what she said is, "You're responsible." She told the dude right there. He said, "But I was on the bus. I didn't have nothing to do with it. It don't matter. You invite these people to your party. These are your guests. They the one did it. They did something the person was suing them for, and just like she told the dude, you're responsible for it. So the person, the Airbnb, the one that rented the Airbnb, he's responsible. He was responsible for the guest. The guest is not responsible. He's responsible. Now, what he can do after he's get finished paying for what he did to these people, what he can do is sue the guest that did it.
Yeah, I got you. So back to the right or wrong part. I put my 2 cents in here. She is absolutely wrong for telling the wife. I believe that probably went down like, okay, well, you owe me $964. He said, bitch, I ain't paying you shit. And she decided, well, okay, I'll make you pay. That's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. And that's why you're going to court now. You should have just taken him to court. Hoodie?
Yeah.
She did a natural thing that a woman gonna do. I ain't saying it's right, but she did it. She was wrong as Bill, but she did the natural thing that a woman would do, dude. You know what I'm saying? I think she was wrong, but in the women's eyes, she was right. My eyes, she wrong on the motherfucker. So
she wrong. She wrong. You broke up a marriage because you probably wanted to fuck the damn dude. You probably wanted them to come by and say so you can sleep in the motherfucking house, so you give them some of that regular ass pussy. She
not
was
the raggedy ass pussy.
Yeah, so she gives them that ragged ass pussy. So she was wrong. She was wrong for telling the wife. You should have just took him to court. So now you're being sued. So yes, she was wrong. So thank you for this episode of Right or Wrong. Stay tuned. A minute, maybe 2, and we're gonna come with our main topic.
Nobody likes you. Nobody likes to be around you.
Everybody likes me. You're the only one that keep insulting me.
I'm the only one that keep it real with you.
I wouldn't even think about none of that shit till you start drilling that shit in my head.
Step inside the mind of a man battling more than just reality. A psychological drama that blurs the lines between truth, trauma, and the voices we try to silence.
Who is always there for you when you need somebody? Me. Am I right?
You think you perfect?
I am. Compared to you?
Pretentious, streaming only on KCE TV streaming app. Download and subscribe.
Pretentious. You can go on KCE TV. That's the only way you're gonna watch it. KCE TV. Go ahead and download the app. It's only $5. $5. Go download the app. It's not $5. Download the app. Download the app is free. But to watch certain movies, certain documentaries, certain things, you got to pay $5. There's some free stuff on there too, but you want to watch Pretentious, you got to pay $5. And go ahead and watch it. Go ahead and download it. And a lot of other stuff gonna be coming on KCE TV. Also, you can this podcast. After this podcast is over, you can go KCE Radio. You can watch KCE Radio. Go to KCE Radio, and you can listen to the podcast again. We got podcasts, radio, we got all kind of stuff on KCE Radio. So go ahead and download the app. Also, DC, play the first video again.
Hello, Anthony, fight this case. A 17-year-old black kid surrounded by a group of larger white teenagers at a track meet reacted in the heat of the moment and stabbed someone. And the jury took just 3 hours to convict him of first-degree murder and sentence him to 35 years in prison. And not a single black person was on that jury? That's justice? Give me a break. I've experienced this myself. Back in 2013, during a legal dispute, an arbitrator referred to me as black and associated me with controversial black circles. I wasn't even allowed to fully present the evidence before the ruling went against me. I know exactly how this system can treat people like us. In the same state of South Carolina, Chinese-American store owner Rick Chow shot and killed a black teenager from behind and was acquitted in court without serving a single day in prison. Now they throw in the book of Carmelo. The message seems clear. Make an example out of him. Tell every black child that if they make a mistake, their entire future can be destroyed. But a 17-year-old acting out of panic should not automatically mean 35 years behind bars.
All right, Savage, you on?
He was. He gone now.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
It's raining pretty hard.
Yeah, in the area where you got bad reception because when I be talking to him, it goes in and out. So, we're gonna be talking about this Anthony case right here. So, we're gonna start with you this time. This is 50 Cent's talking, and he's saying some real shit this time. He ain't trying to troll nobody. He talking some real shit that I really, like I said at the beginning of the show, I don't really know what's going on with this case, this and that. All I know is myself as a lawyer did a piss poor job. That's just my situation. When it take 3 hours, you on there, the evidence less than a week, a couple of days, and everything is done with. No, you ain't fight for this dude. You ain't fight for dude. But anyway, Hootie, you go ahead.
Well, I haven't really followed the case. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna study it myself later on tonight. I followed a little bit of it, but from what I took of the case, that ugly ass, fat ass, goddamn judge up there that was looking like Santa Claus, granddaddy, him, the daddy, and the prosecutor growing up together as best friends. Right? Now, I don't even know what the case at or was at, but I ain't never, ever in the history of the law and criminal history, before I was born, seen no case, somebody get killed one day, next week they done prosecuted your ass and sent you up the road. All they did was and quit, yeah. And all they did is set them up for a good motherfucking appeal. Now, they've been doing that to all the black folks. Like I keep saying again, They need to go learn the history. Y'all Chinese people shooting us blacks from the back, and y'all thinking we getting the pull end of the stick. They doing y'all ass the same way they did goddamn us. Look how they done went over there and took your land and all that bullshit. That's how they went over there and took your oil and shit. They gonna do y'all ass the same motherfucking way they were doing us, goddamn it. The same goddamn way. So why you sitting here thinking you done got away with some shit? Remember that boomerang effect I was talking about earlier? You remember that boomerang? That shit finna come back. And the judge, he ain't gonna be able to duck from it. That judge is gonna hit his fat ass right in the head. If you try to ever duck with your stomach big as his, you see he couldn't even sit up there behind the counter. His stomach so goddamn big. Got all the damn pillars in front of it. That was somebody goddamn child. All because you trying to cover some shit up. You're an elected official. No, I don't even want to.
All right, so I'm gonna remember this. There's a movie out there, and I can't remember the name, but Matthew McConaughey is a lawyer, which he's obviously white, and he's representing a black guy who kills a really bad white guy who rapes his daughter. And there's one thing that I know. I'm not black, but I can tell you this. If I was black and I was a lawyer, and I've got this black kid that stabbed this white kid because he was, he's stressed out. I can tell you one thing. If I walk into an all-white courtroom, and I'm not talking about the judge, because the judge doesn't matter what color he is. You're never going to go and get something moved somewhere else on the judge. But if you look over, you got an all-white jersey, you're like this right here, and I'm black, I can actually ask to have the case moved as a lawyer. The lawyer dropped the ball here. And the problem with that, and like the child case, and here's the problem. If you're black, you can't compare apples and oranges when it comes to law, because it's basically comparing lawyers and lawyers. The child lawyer got off great as far as child was concerned because he had child in and out, and that man didn't serve 1 day in prison. And this young man's going for 35 years. That's all on his lawyer. Zoe, you want to introduce who's up there?
Yeah. Mr. Savage. Hey, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Introduce yourself, and then we're gonna go on with the show.
Man, I'm Clayton Savage. I was installing the StreamYard app. The sky opened up on me here, brothers, while I was driving.
I saw it.
And it was just blowing the car, all over the place, and messing up my situation. I was at Sugar Hill. I'm one of the Furious Five. I was at Capitol Records. I've been in the game the whole time, brother. Also been on the other side, 30 years of IT. If it works, I did it. If it didn't work, I fixed it. For every department you can possibly think of, from legal to medical, it don't matter, And I'm still out here doing it, y'all. It's good to see y'all, fellas.
And what's more important is I fucks with him.
I fucks with you too, my dog.
Hey, what we talking about?
Me and Clayton, Zoe introduced Clayton to me. Me and Clayton instantly bonded. Instantly.
What we talking about? We talk about this case. It was a clip we just seen, but
I know the one you're talking about, where the boy got all white jewelry, and he went down for the knife stab, and they were bullying him.
Right.
See.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the deal, right? First off, he couldn't afford to fight fair, obviously,
right?
Because he got caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? But let's just be honest. The lawyers, they're playing inside of a game with each other. That's what's happening inside of the courtroom. You know what I'm saying? It's not about you. It's all about them and their relationships. Who's owed what and when. That's why That's why the lawyer was constantly trying to get you to accept something, because there is a bonus for that. I've been in that situation, and I was free, but he still managed to twist it. But in the elevator, I heard him talking to the other lawyer as if I didn't exist. Right there, I could have choked the shit out of him. God, nah, he got off, but I got him on something where I had to go to anger management, completely free, but. They got to get something because they got to pay that bill, bro. You see, this is why the cops don't want to let you go, no matter what. Okay? And they will cheat. Listen, I don't care if you're in Florida or if you're on the moon. guys who come to deliver the warrant to you have no business discussing a warrant with you because they're not warrant officers. Warrant officers do not come to get you. Warrant officers, they're in the office crafting the warrant so that it can be executed. It can be entered into the system. The execution of the warrant is if you get stuck somewhere and they run across your license plate, it don't matter where you are, or they see you in the movie and there's a warrant for you, and they figure out who you are, they're going to handcuff you if you're delivering a baby. And if you turn to ask them something, that's considered resisting arrest. But if they're kind, they'll just tell you, we don't know, because they really don't know, because they stumbled across you. They just happen to be in the system.
Yep.
They look for you, and there it is. But somebody along the way was trying to set you up. My daughter has been her own victim of the bullshit your girl was. She lost everything trying to be her own. She had a fool for a client. Took the man to court and lost. Not to mention he was a lawyer, but my daughter was online with a certain behavior, and he was recording all the behavior. Okay, the setup shit. Secondly, she really didn't have a case because in Florida, once she could have stood her ground, and the first time that you choked her, she was supposed to have been on that phone to the police. If what she was saying was true. That was the moment when you would have went down. So as she was parsing it out, it was unsubstantiated, and I believe the two guys who arrested you, they were in violation of presenting the warrant to you, the chain of custody. You weren't supposed to know about that. So to say I'm going to arrest you and say why I'm going to arrest you, okay, based on a warrant, because the warrant is a hearsay at that point. We don't even know if the warrant exists. And for two guys to be discussing it, plus the colonel, when you called up, if you can go online and look it up, go online and look at it. They're not going to talk to you about that shit unless you're the person who's involved. And they're going to tell you to talk to your lawyer. Go online, look it up, look your shit up, go talk to your lawyer. I'm a clerk. I have no business discussing this shit with you. Simple. So your girl was setting you up. And your girls were trying to set you up while they were believing her bullshit.
Well, here in Florida, they got computers in their cars and stuff, right? And if they got a warrant out for you, the sheriff is a sheriff, but his deputies are agents.
Yeah, the sheriff's different. No, the sheriff is different. I apologize. The sheriff is different. He has his own powers. Wherever he is his own jurisdiction. You didn't say sheriff now. Sheriff's a marshal.
Yeah, we talk where the marshals. Each marshal.
We have all that here. We have all of that here.
But what I'm saying, each marshal is also deputized.
Independent as a sheriff. They're equal to the sheriff while
they are sheriff. They're just federal ties. You know, and if they're agents of it, just like the clerks are agents, you know what I'm saying? And they put the warrant out for you. Okay, the clerk will tell you too. That's why they got his public record. You can go online and you can look it up. But when they arrest you here, they automatically tell you what you're being arrested for. You know, you have a right to know. You know, if an officer comes up to you in Florida and you just sitting on the bench and he harasses you or does something, you know what I'm saying? It's not a crime being committed or anything. What's your articulate reason for stopping? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a good reason, you can walk off from him. You don't have to give him your ID just because he come up and want to know who you is.
No, that's right. You have a right to not do that. They can't just ask you for shit without a reasonable reason for asking for it. You're correct. Like on the old show, The Rifleman, Chuck Connors wasn't the sheriff, but every time he was with the sheriff, he had the powers of the sheriff.
Yeah, because you'll see
you're to deputize them right there.
Your city cops ain't nothing but high-priced security guards. The sheriff is a real law enforcement officer. He's the chief law enforcement officer. Whenever anything goes down, a disaster, bank robbers and shit, that's why the sheriff is always on the scene. Now, what they have now, though, they have those body cams that they got. Mm-hmm. When that motherfucker hit your face, it makes the cell phone ring. It is on the cell phone, and your picture will pop up on that cell phone picture. Now he knows what you locked up. You know what I'm saying? They have warrant number. So now, when they put you in the car, what they do, they'll have you sit there, and they'll call down there, and they'll verify the warrant. You follow what I'm saying? So that's the
Well,
way
the
that's
camera in their car is already scanning your license plate. That's how they follow them at a certain distance. They'll back up and follow you. When they pull up to you and they say, "Can I get your license and registration?" They already got that fucking information. They don't need to ask you all that shit.
automatically.
They been got it. They been
Yeah.
got it. You know, they're doing a
Yeah.
procedure because people are accustomed to it. It begins to shake some people. What if you don't have your license? What if you don't have your registration? They can verbally say that shit, but they already know it's bullshit. Because if you're driving that car, whether it's 30 days, even if they're expired, you're still you. Even if your license is expired, I don't know why the fuck we fall for this shit. Why are we buying new licenses? We didn't die. We are who the fuck we are. Every year we're gonna buy 4 years, we're gonna get another license that says we're alive, that I'm the exact same person with the social security number. Unless I move and need to change something, I don't want to keep buying the same shit. I don't want to keep renewing my license plates. You know, I don't want to keep re-registering my car and paying taxes. You know, stop fucking with the bullshit. And I don't think any of that shit's legal, to be quite honest with you.
Actually, it is.
And
Actually, it is.
at least half the states, or I'm sorry, certain counties, some like Culpeper County, certain things that are permissible in Manassas are not, like certain taxes and things like that. They don't have to have certain registrations on their car, and it's all Virginia. It goes block by block. You know what I'm saying?
Virginia got some rules, man.
Well, the state of Florida.
It's the Commonwealth. All the Commonwealths are fucked.
But the state of Florida,
Yeah, there's a lot of Commonwealth in Florida.
The state of Florida, you have certain things, certain cities. You don't do it like Belgrade. My homeboy, my ex homeboy, whatever, stayed in Belgrade. They don't even know who got their license or not. Police ain't gonna stop. Police don't care if you got a license. You drive around there in the car. You got a car. You riding around there. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna.
They're not looking for you. They're not looking for you, but the other ones are.
Mr. Savage.
Yes, sir.
You want me to tell you a quick answer to get rid of your problem?
Oh, I don't have a problem.
No, I'm talking about them always renewing the tag and all that there every year and all this stuff.
Don't do it.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Go ahead, talk to me.
Quit using that tracking number. Quit using that tracking number.
Look here. This ain't the show for that. You could we'll do a show. We'll do a show that you could tell them about that, because this is gonna be the whole show. We talk to Carmela Anthony case here. Yeah.
All I gotta do is run it through my business and they can kiss my ass. When you are doing something and the auspices of under the rules of a business are completely different. My corporation allows me to have certain immunities and privacy. What's good for fucking Trump and them is good for me. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna make him pay taxes, don't expect me to do it. Why? What's the difference? He's a private citizen at that point. There's nothing that says he shouldn't pay taxes. And if you do it for one, and he's the president that enforced it, it's like an executive order. But more, it's like an executive amendment to the Constitution. So if you give him these privileges, then you give them to all of us. That's our plane. We can go and sit in that bitch, shit in it, and farting. That's not his plane.
That's what I've been trying to tell this guy. He works for you. Work for me, Zoe.
I don't work for you, motherfucker.
Give me 10 things. Give me 10 things you've done this month.
I don't work for you.
I need 10
things I did this morning. I call who to tell him to kiss my ass. I call who to tell wash your ass. I call who to say wash your damn teeth. I told who to take them false teeth out and clean them, because you shouldn't have no damn false teeth and they green. So
he did too.
I swear to God, you two. I swear to God, you guys.
Do you know there are still laws on the book, especially when it comes to Commonwealths, ridiculously old laws? So when a woman is fucking with you for real, depending on where you are and where you take her and where you are dwelling, you can just lock her ass up for lunacy. If she asks you to fuck up the ass and you are in Wisconsin, you can have her arrested and fuck her up the ass.
You probably don't want to do that.
Understanding, well, maybe, because I wanted to shut the fuck up at some point. She's not going to shut the fuck up. She's going to talk more and feel more emboldened, right? But she's never a man. Stop wearing pants and thinking you're me. You know, but the problem is people don't really. They're lazy. They don't know. They want to repeat whatever they hear. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to think. They don't. They want to. They want to have something to bemoan. You know, and to say, "Oh, woe is me. I have no power." And then if you try to exercise power or common sense or strength, and if they're in a superior position, they're going to punish you. They're going to punish you for their ignorance because they are low key cooning. The low key coons got to go, bro. Next to Jasmine Crockett, that lady on the left that kept saying, "I got the book," and she kept cutting her off. That's low key cooning.
Yep.
And we just got to drop Uncle Thomas off.
All right, so we're gonna go with the second video right now. DC, play the second video.
We didn't ask shit of Obama. Fuck, you didn't ask nothing of him. He did
There
a
we go.
lot. Trust me, he did a lot. But we didn't ask anything specific.
Hold on,
we don't even understand how easy.
Hold on, Savage.
I'm sorry, I lost my connection. Y'all there? It says my connection.
Yeah, hold on. We're playing the second video now.
Hello?
Yeah, he just lost connection. That's why he couldn't hear us. Okay, we're gonna start the video over.
He was found guilty today, and I don't think that it has anything to do with race. A lot of y'all are not going to agree with me because I look like him, but the facts is the facts. What's crazy to me is the fact that so many people are going harder for the person that survived than the person that lost their life. You have to understand that Austin was the victim, baby, not Carmelo. He had a choice, and the choice that he made is the one that's going to put him in prison for a very long time, whether we like it or not, okay? Now, I'm so over this thing being about race because the reality of it is I feel like they're not the ones that's making about race. We are, whether y'all like what I'm about to say or not, because here's the reality. So much shit that we promote and praise in the black community is going to get a lot of our young boys' lives taken. Let's fucking be honest, okay? In addition to that, I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot and Austin was black, a lot of us probably would not even be giving a damn about this case at all. Now, let's take race out of the equation. Let's add age in there because a lot of people are saying, well, Austin should have kept his hands to himself. Now, what if this was in a classroom? What if this was a situation that happened between a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old? You telling me that it was okay for the 6-year-old to use a weapon against a 5-year-old because he put his hands on him? No. So with that being said, I feel like so many of us want justice, but we want it in the wrong way. I feel like a lot of us get this thrill. We get this, oh, we finally won type of feeling just because a black boy finally took a white boy out. And that's the wrong fucking way to feel because we always call him the R word. But if you really look at the situation, it really seemed like it's us. I've always been one of them people who honestly and truly believe that the call has always been coming from the inside of the house. All skin folk and kinfolk. And it has always been us. It has never been them. Y'all gonna hate me when I say this, but that's just my fucking opinion, and I'm entitled to it.
She said
I'm extremely turned on. I'm turned on.
She said a whole lot. Well, Savage, you missed it. What we're talking about?
He saw it. He saw it.
No, I'm in it. I'm in it.
Yeah, he saw it.
Listen.
Okay, all right, but we're gonna go with D. Hey, Savage, we're
gonna go with that young man. If we're gonna play the race card, any black lawyer could have stepped up at any point, at any time.
Right.
He had a black lawyer. He had a black lawyer. By the way.
I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the ones like that got Tupac and them off of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or the ones that, if you notice how silent it is with all the shit that's happening, like the Johnny Cochran's are dead, huh? You right? But Johnny wasn't just him. He had Robert Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's happening is not being met with an equal opposite. Jasmine's by herself floating along, and a woman by herself without a male compliment behind her is not going to be strong. She's going to constantly run into the bullying of somebody like Trump. Look how he just easily dismisses women, and people act like they can't defend them. While the man constantly talks about.
We're kind of getting a little off. Hang on a second. We're kind of getting a little off. We're talking about this case here. And
that's what I'm talking about.
I had to look up for his lawyer. But DC, you'll go. What'd you say?
Yeah, like he's right. When he made the first statement, it definitely shouldn't be about race. I think it actually.
Strategy. It's a strategy. You gotta have a team.
Okay. So I really think that the problem here is the race thing. It should be a 17 and a 16-year-old boy got into a fist fight, and the younger boy decided that he was going to pull a knife out because he was losing a fist fight. I don't think it matters who was black, who was white, who was Chinese.
Being
The,
bullied.
the reason why this, I mean, being bullied even. I don't really think it was even being bullied. I think there was an altercation between a white kid and a black kid. The white kid swung. The black kid didn't know how to fight, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it hurt. We don't really know that part. But then he chose to take a knife out of his pocket and hit him and stab him. And he killed him. Okay? It wasn't like numerous white boys and one black kid. I get it then. I'm pulling a knife. 5 black guys come at me, I'm white. No, I'm not fighting my fists. I'm not Chuck Norris. You know? So I just feel like the race card can't be played here. The lawyer card has to be played here.
Yes,
the reason why he's going 35 years in one day and Chow got out in one day, this is all lawyers. Lawyers will talk to each other and they owe each other favors. And you could tell when he went in that courtroom that there was a favor here. But the main thing is the kid was still in the wrong. Okay?
It don't matter whether he was in the wrong or not.
Hold on. Let him finish. Y'all let him finish. Let him finish.
Go on, man. He has an appeal.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let DC finish. Savage, let him finish.
Oh, no, I'm done. I was passing. Yeah, I was passing. I was passing. I think this is a lawyer thing. It's not the race card. It doesn't matter who was black and who was white and who won. One child or teenager chose to not fight with his hands while he was getting one-on-one. It was not a 2-on-1. There was not more white people watching. It was a track meet. And they probably said some shit, you know, I beat your ass or you're fucking slow or something like that.
Some regular shit. That's some regular shit.
Yeah, regular shit that we used to fight about. You know, we just could have called him a bitch. You know, white guys can't call black guys bitch. I didn't know that at one time. That's a fighting word. So he, you know, and he goes up and the white guy swings and the black guy stabs. Sorry. But it could have went long in court if the lawyer didn't owe somebody another favor. That's my opinion.
Well, check this out.
Did you follow that case?
Yeah.
Did you follow the case? So you understand that the boy was being bullied by the boy that got killed and his brother.
One-on-one bullying. One-on-one is not bullying.
Hold on. It wasn't about race or nothing. Do you understand? It was about race, but it wasn't. Do you understand the judge, the prosecutor, and the damn daddy were growing up together with best friends?
Hand raised. Let me say something. An older man, a man brought a shotgun and started shooting, right? The kids in the room pulled knives and killed him. Okay? Nobody's going to jail for having knives on. You understand? That man is dead. He's killed a couple of people. What's the difference in the scenario?
Why? In the town it was in.
Nope. But there's no difference. Except they didn't want to prosecute them kids. You see what I'm saying? They just chose not to. Now, the man was wrong to be doing what he was doing, but the kids also pulled knives on college campus and killed this assailant. A room full of children. Quietly.
All right, Hoodie, you can talk now. Your turn.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not right. It was just him.
I'm sorry, he has an appeal, though. He has an appeal.
Yeah, he going to win the appeal. But what I'm saying is just like with him. It showed itself here in Florida about a month or so ago. They had to, after the boy got convicted of that Julio murder, they had a correctional officer come in and they say, what do you think she would kill him? That mother basically said, hell no. We got a lot of work for their ass to do. They're going to be with us the rest of their life. We're going to work them. Work them.
What happened to the stand your ground?
Well, it don't matter when you black.
It do matter.
It don't matter. The rules change.
Yes,
it do matter. Okay, let me talk for a minute. So the thing about it is I haven't been watching this case and all that because it's two. I hear it was 101, then I hear he got jumped. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting all, like I'm saying, like DC said, like Clayton said, this and that. I'm putting on the lawyer. I'm putting all this on the lawyer because when you walked in that courtroom and you seen an all-white juror, you should have said something then. You should have said something then. The lawyer should have did his homework. The lawyer should have did his homework. And like I said, I don't know if the boy guilty or not, and I'm not going to say this, and I'm not going to say that, he shouldn't get this time because if he stabbed that boy and it was a one-on-one fight, then guess what? hey, you did what you had to do. But my thing about this, why they rushing it so quick? Why he's already in prison from jail that fucking quick?
Yep,
It been
there
a
you
day
go.
or two. Why is in jail and prison that quick? It takes time. You got before you go to prison. It takes time for you to go. You gotta go to what you call this?
Bring it out. Come on.
The station. You gotta go.
You gotta go through the whole process.
You got reception station. You got to go to the reception station first. You got to go through this. They got to make sure they find you a room. They got to show they find you a house or what, that's your house where you there. They got to show, what I'm saying, find space. It takes time for that. They can't just they already had his shit set up. They already know that. Huh?
Well, who were they performing for? This is a performance.
Well, don't everybody supposed to sit down and pick the jury together?
No.
Yes, in Florida they do. You sit down and you pick your 12.
Well, this is not. This was in Mississippi. This is in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I don't know how it goes.
This was a sequestered. It was sequestered jury, which means through the mail.
What happened in Mississippi?
It was a sequestered jury in Mississippi, which means it's like kind of like when you get mail and it says you got to get the jury duty as a citizen. The jury was that.
But this is in Texas.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh shit! I don't know about Texas.
The legal system, the legal system moves slowly. First off, because of the procedures, but the speed that they move tells me there was something else going on.
Yeah, favors.
It was performative.
Yeah, favors.
Yes, that one know that, and they're trying to get favor with somebody. Okay, and get the camera and look in alignment with something. However, they also realize the kid has an appeal. So they're going to milk whatever's happening right now for whatever reason. And later on, should the kid the kid's got to get his team together. His parents or somebody, because they rushed it through. That wasn't the law. That was just performative. Performative.
Facts.
A performance.
Facts.
For a specific reason, for favors, and to dig something. So Mississippi looks tough when this federal funding comes around. It's always money.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to think about it, sorry, go ahead, Hoodie. My bad.
Let's get all this here straight, man. Let's get some facts straight here. The jury, they were selected from Collin County in Texas, and that's where the trial was held in McKinley, Texas. Right now, they out of nearly 600 jurors before being narrowed down through the selection process. You know what I'm saying? So that means that your lawyer approved of this shit when y'all was selecting the goddamn jury. What kind of shit is that?
That's what I'm saying.
Your lawyer picked an all-white jersey.
That's what I'm saying.
Or you didn't. Your rights were violated. And that was not a legal proceeding. Because
either way, it's still the lawyer. It's still the lawyer.
Because a lawyer could have thrown somebody out even if they were white, black, or blue.
Hold on. This is an important thing here. The defense argued that the prosecution improperly struck the remaining black prospective jurors, while the judge ruled that the prosecution stated race neutral reasons for dismissing them were acceptable.
If you mention race, you're going to lose in court.
I mean, when you're a selection, if you're a lawyer and they say, okay, prosecutors, is there anybody you don't want here? And he goes, yeah, I don't want that guy right there because he's black. And I'm trying a black child. That is completely legal in our system.
Yep, that's legal. Yep.
Yeah, so you're not really being cheated. It's, again, all about the lawyer.
But it's still, like I said from the beginning, the strike is still against the goddamn black man because it shouldn't have been all white jury. Against some Chinese motherfucker.
Okay, so think about this now, and this is what I was going to say. Right now in America, in just America, who I would say that the four largest races that are here are white, black, Chinese, and Mexican. Right now, and I'm all about this political thing, okay? Right now, America's at war. Ain't nobody talking about war, and this is why. The Mexicans got to worry about ICE. The Chinese people got to worry about Chow, because that's a new story. And now the black people and the black people got to worry about Chow and this one. And now the white people got to worry about this white kid that lost his life because somebody stabbed him. Every race in America is covered with some kind of bullshit story that wouldn't even matter if it wasn't a white and black thing or a black and a Chinese thing. The government has us all fighting over race while we're at war spending our money.
And while they're robbing us.
They're robbing every single race.
And in America, it's white, Mexican, other. Okay? Whatever.
Now, Chinese are here, man. Don't get it wrong. Like every neighborhood has a Chinese section now.
Yes,
or Asian section.
They're Asian, and that's huge. But
when we talk about Asian, we talk about Asian. See, and that's my thing about this Asian thing. People are like, oh, we're gonna boycott the Asians, we're gonna boycott the Asians. Don't y'all know the Vietnamese do not like Asians? Vietnamese was Asian slaves.
Yeah.
I'm not Asian
slaves. A lot of racism.
They don't like the China. They like China. They China slaves. They don't do Vietnamese. Do not. Korea. Look at Korea. We always in the military. Yeah. We were the ones that was in the military. We know about South and North Korea. We know South Korea do not like taking rules from North Korea because North Korea try to be too much like China. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go against all Asians when what China do.
Yeah, but Chow getting busted though, because Chow is Asian. It doesn't even matter if he's Chinese, Japanese, Korean. He appears to be Asian, and he shot a black kid. That black kid could not even be black. He could be Caribbean. But as far as the news is going to tell you, he's black. An Asian man killed a black child. That's what they're going to keep telling you.
Yep, they're going to keep it neutral.
Right.
Yep, that makes it neutral.
They want everybody fighting. They want all the Asians to say, ha, we beat up one of those black kids. And they want all the black people to say, what the fuck is this Asian doing to our kids? Nobody's even focusing on the fact that this kid went in to rob him, you know? And we don't know much more than that, but we're all focused on the Asian killed black kid. That's it.
The thing about it is not what he went in there to do, is what happened after. The man was running, and you shot the man in the back. That's all that matters right there, because I know here, and I'm sure anywhere else, you get shot in the back. The police down here got caught. I don't know if they got for it though, but they got called out for shooting people when you're running and you shoot them in the back. That's why I say you tase them. You don't shoot them in the back. They run away from you. How you know what I'm saying? That police one time told me from Chicago, one time when I stayed on 127 in the hood, and I was dirty. So I'm asking him. I said, allegedly dirty, right? So I'm asking him. I'm like,
he just came from work.
Yeah, just can't. Yeah, I'm still working, dude. But anyway, and I'm asking him. I'm like, somebody come in my yard. This is my yard. Can I kill him if they come to me with threat? He said, yeah, you have the right to protect yourself. And this is what he told me. He said, but at the same time, he said, once you do it, drag them in the house so they you know what I'm saying? So you won't have no.
They got to be in the house, right? They got to cross that threshold. Otherwise, you can be sued.
Yeah. He said, drag him in the house so you won't have no problem because he broke in your house. But you cannot shoot him in the back. Running from you cannot shoot him in the back.
And this is the hard part, because with forensics and cameras now, they know when you shoot somebody in the back. They can tell when forensic, now they can tell which way the bullet went through. They can tell how big it was, how close you were. I watch a lot of those crime shows. It's hard to get away with some shit now if you're going to do something.
Yeah, it is.
Let me say, B, you're spot on, because notice just by suggesting race has something to do with it, it's got the narrative and got the attention pulled in a direction that has nothing to do with the fact that they did not do a proper legal proceeding. They got everybody talking about it was an all-white juror and this, and that, and not paying attention to the fact that you've never seen anything like that before in a court of law where they could quickly run somebody through a system. And now we're completely distracted. And again, why didn't he have a legal team? He was a minor, right? Where his rights as a minor.
And another thing to add to that, instead of them getting a jury from across the state, bringing them over, they select the jury in the same county that everything happened in.
That's on the lawyer. That lawyer could direct that to be moved. That's on the lawyer.
That's
big time. And that's the easy thing. That's an easy request. You say, hey, man, this happened in this county. This is real popular in this county.
His
Population is only 3,000. Yeah, the kid could have done that himself. He could have said, "Hey, I need, like I'm well known here. There's no way I'm going to get a fair trial here. Can I move to the county next door?" And he's like, "Sure, no problem. That's easy."
And that tells you that it's about something else, especially the expediency.
Yeah,
I still say
and the same thing with the expedience of child. Same thing. Don't worry about what's happening in the court. An Asian man shot a black kid in the back. Get mad.
The narrative. It's time to get the Asians in the fight.
Right.
The Chinese go back to China after they've worked here for a while. They're still loyal.
Video?
They'll go back, you know, and take less.
All right. Next video coming up.
Died in the rain, or
it was still raining. You know, I'm from Louisville, so that day we were under a tornado watch. Right. We were under thunderstorm warning, and we know we had already had some light rain then and started raining. Okay. So that's kind of what happened on that day. But they were at a rain delay already, and so during that time when that happened, the twins, their two buddies, and a few other kids, because there was a few kids involved with them. They were all coming from the direction of the middle school, coming walking back up. Right. On the video, you can see those four that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract him a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past. Right. The other 4 went and they surrounded Carmelo. You know, if you're Carmelo,
and they showed it on that video.
It's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see him walk.
I'm gonna say little stuff.
I'll put it this way.
Okay.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video, pay attention to this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things. Okay. So watch those 4. Here, there are 4 right there coming up. Right. That's exactly what they say. Okay. And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4. Okay. So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they actually did jump him.
Yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things. But
boy, if that's what really happened,
I need an apology. Put that lipstick on and kiss ass. I need an apology.
We're gonna start with you, Woody.
Why are you being gay?
That ain't
Why is he being gay? No, hold on.
Don't you downplay
that is gay. You told me to put some lipstick on.
Listen,
man,
don't downplay nothing I said. You ain't did no goddamn homework. Talking about some motherfucking Mississippi. It ain't happened no damn Mississippi. It happened right there in damn Texas. Now let's get back to it now. It was all them boys. I would have stabbed the motherfucker too. Straight up. My sympathy go out to him because, you know, 2 families, you know, at a loss or something. But at the same time, you get what you asked for. Now, what happened with the other 4 boys?
But are you outraged?
No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not outraged.
No, he's not.
You must have got over it.
The reason I'm not outraged, because I expect it. Every day we walk out the door, every day a black man walk out his front door, we're on survival mode.
Then how do we survive? But how do we survive?
Avoiding them motherfuckers.
We don't avoid them. We can't avoid them.
Shit.
We all been working together for years, for decades, man, for decades and decades. There's a class of people who have been harmonious and always will be, because we're basically just doing our thing and not concerned about being a fuckery. Okay. Then there's the what you call the hillbillies. Okay, those are and then you got the extremists on the other side who use that to keep that emotion and blaming. Part of the game is to blame somebody and say, this is why you don't have a job, this is why you don't have money, this is why you know this is happening to you at a crucial moment, to circle it back around and put you in mental bondage of your own. So you're not thinking of a solution. You're just angry. Especially the new ones that come along, you say, this is why you're not getting something. Why are they fucking with the Mexicans? Chances are they want some cartel money.
All right, I'm going to chime in now. I know you're not getting an apology, and yeah, it was gay asking me to put lipstick on.
Quite.
Hold on. Did you hear anywhere in that video when that man was saying that 4 teenagers walked up Did you hear anywhere in there what color they were?
Actually, the video was longer. The video was like 3 minutes and a half, so I cut it in half. But he did.
What color were the 4 kids? What color were the 4 kids?
That walked on. They were white kids.
All 4 were white kids.
Yes.
Okay, so 4 white teens walked up to this black kid. Do we know that it was about race? Do we know these 4 white kids were going to jump him because he was black? Do we know that? How do we know that these 4 white kids didn't like him? How do we know these 4 white kids just didn't like him and they jumped him? Everybody gets jumped. It's only important. You listen. You shut the f up and listen for me. Yeah, guess what? Guess what? When it's your turn, you can talk. And if you unmute yourself, I'm going to take you out the show. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. God damn it, I can't stand you. Fuck.
Oh, I'll be glad that made it heated when y'all getting that back. Boy.
I'm telling you, boy, I can't stand it when you tell me to shut the fuck up on my turn. Shut the fuck. Okay, what I tell you, bye. See ya. You're in the green room now, bitch. Try to get in now. Cocky motherfucker. Anyway, I'm going to finish my statement. God damn it. What a rude motherfucker. Nowhere in that story did I hear that it was a race thing. Like there's 3 other kids here. Why didn't they say these 4 white kids walked up to a black kid and one of the white kids got stabbed? What happened to the other 3? How many of those kids actually hit this black kid? Like what? We needed so much more information, but we're so focused on, obviously with the people in the green room right now, that this is a white-black fight and it's about race. Thank you for hearing me out.
Okay, let me say my piece real quick. Okay, because I watched this whole video, and that's why I say I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't know what's the lie, this and that. I don't know, because you're hearing conflicting stories. You understand? You're hearing conflicting stories. So with this one right here, that's why I played it last. I could have played another video. I want to play this one last because after the girl said what she said, I want to play this last because it's conflicting what she said. What the dude's saying, right? I never heard no race this and that, but he did say the twins. He said the dude walked in there or whatever, and he said this is what he's looking at. This is what he's looking at. And the one, I don't know, the one that got killed, Hunter is not the one that got killed. Whoever got killed, the twin that got killed, I don't know the name. I don't know. He came and he went and he pushed the dude, pushed the Camelo dude. He pushed him. He said he didn't know Camelo reached in and hit him or stabbed him, did something, but you know what I'm saying? He did something when the dude pushed him. He said when the dude pushed him, he went and, you know, him and the dude to a plaza. He said the other 3 dudes started hitting him. They started hitting him. He said the dude, Camelo, went out the tent and somebody pulled him in. He said, I don't know who pulled him back in there, but somebody pulled him back in the tent. And they could boom, boom, boom. And this happened like twice. Then he said then the Camelo dude ran and he ran to his coach. He ran to his coach. He said, so all the other brothers, not the brothers, but the boys, they ran out them. But the brother, the one that he stabbed, probably didn't know he got stabbed, and he fell down after he fell down. He didn't know he was stabbed and all that. So this is what his situation is the boy was getting jumped. So, but my thing of it is like I said at the beginning, why wasn't this man on trial? I mean, on the stand. Why the defense? Why the lawyer didn't have this man on the defense? You had this thing going real quick. It was like boom, 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 boom. You only call 3 or 4 people to the stand. You ain't do no research. Who did?
Y'all ready for me to go now? You really ready for me? First of all, goddamn it, DC. You don't know what the fuck you be talking about because you come on here every goddamn and give motherfucking people motherfucking information. I do my goddamn homework, you sorry son of a bitch. I'm a man like you a goddamn man. Goddamn, this a debate motherfucking show. I don't disrespect you, don't you motherfucker disrespect me. Nah, it didn't happen in no motherfucking Mississippi.
It's gonna be a good fight.
It happened in motherfucking McKinley, goddamn Texas, goddamn it. And I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm a man, I piss the same way the next motherfucker do. But I'm smarter. You act like you was in motherfucking Oom's class. Don't come on this motherfucker call yourself getting no motherfucking raise off me, bro. Because I come on here to tell the motherfucking truth. And that's what we're gonna do is tell the goddamn truth about motherfucking race. Otherwise, the white motherfucker, I'm glad he did. He deserved what he got. He motherfucker, you damn right up, man. He deserved what the fuck he got. This is what you want, this you got it. He deserved what he got. You all five of you fat, big, folk ass, hawk looking ass, motherfucking white motherfucking boys. Right, I would have stabbed the bitch too. And shot the motherfucker. Goddamn it, trying to tell me what the fuck be going on. I do my goddamn homework before I come on here, homeboy. You just don't know how deep this is. I'm a smart motherfucker.
Are you done now?
All this motherfucking bullshit.
Are you done now?
I be talking about. That's
Are you done now? 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 Are you done now?
What be wrong with y'all, man?
Are you done now? Are you done now? I don't want to interrupt you. Are you done now? Fair. So, just for the listeners here, the reason why Mississippi was in my head is because I was looking up a story for that dumb motherfucker down there. Okay, back to the green room. You don't know how to fucking behave like a man, and shut the fuck up. You're like a little bitch. You're like a woman. You can't shut the fuck up when it's not your turn to talk. I don't give a fuck what you say, but you gotta shut the fuck up when I'm talking, biatch.
Now he mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just telling you that you are not a man. You a bitch. I didn't do that one. I didn't do that one. That was him.
Oh,
that was him. He left. You know, and look, people, and I know people are watching this, and people are saying, "Damn, DC's pissed off." I took all that shit on the shoulder while he was sitting on saying all that shit about me. I didn't say one word because that's what a man does. He shuts the fuck up when somebody else is talking about their opinion. But as soon as I state my opinion, that gay motherfucker down there wants to talk to my opinion, and I'm tired of it. So that takes care of that. You see who's still here, right? The man. The bitch is back at the house, probably getting his ass kicked by the woman that's there with him. So
my thing about it is, like I said, you don't know. I'm hearing too many conflicting stories, so I don't know. But at the same time, this man, he got processed and sent upstate. They call it upstate. We call it up the road. They upstate or whatever. He in prison that quick within what, a day? 24 hours, you already processed. They already had this plan. All this was already planned. This and that. And I'm gonna still say this. I don't care what side anybody on. It's still on the lawyer. And the lawyer did not represent this man well. He did not represent this man well.
So do you
represent this man well? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, why he brought a knife to there? I don't know. Maybe he was bullied by other people. Maybe he feared. Maybe I don't know. I don't know the situation. But at the same time, and it's just my opinion. I would doubt that he went in somebody's tent and they just talked to him and only one person approached him. I'm gonna be honest. I really doubt that. Do I think it's about race? I think it's more about competitive. When I say that, it's about competition. When I say that is, we always compete against Tech, Tampa Bay Tech High School. I'm King High School. They down the street from us. So when we see Tech people, we go to an event with Tech, we fighting. Now, I'm being honest. We fighting each other. I'm not going to run in a tent with Tampa Bay Tech players there because I know they're going to jump me. And they're not going to do the same thing at King High School. They're not going to go over there by us because we know we're going to fight. So that's the issue. Maybe he like, okay, you know, they friend and we can do this and do that. We don't know if the school was rivals or not. You know, it's a lot of things we don't know. It's a lot of things we don't know. But I do know this is, I feel they did jump him. I did feel they did jump.
100%.
Yeah, I feel that he got jumped. It wasn't, it was one-on-one. I don't believe it was one-on-one. I don't believe that was one-on-one. But at the same time, he pulled out a knife and stabbed him. You know what I'm saying? He could have probably handled it differently. And I'm going to be honest, he could have handled it differently.
I don't know, Zoe. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I think the stabbing is pretty justified. I just don't think it's a race thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, me personally, I can fight. I'm gonna sit up there, I'm gonna fight, and then I'm move. I'm gonna hit, I'm gonna stick, and I'm gonna move.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're 16 years old and there's a group of kids teenagers, I'm not going to talk about white and black here. I'm just going to say you're 16, you're at a track meet, and let's say it's a rival school, okay? And one of the rivals, a group of the rivals kids walk up to you. You know when we're men, we know when we're going to get our ass beat or when something's going wrong. So I'm going to defend myself with a knife if I have it in my pocket. If a group of teenagers is coming to beat me up from a rival school in a sporting event, I'm okay with the stabbing. I'm just not okay with the focus on the black guy and the white guy.
Well, see, me, I'm not okay with that part right there. When I say I'm not okay with that, I grew up old school. We gonna fight.
Yeah,
we gonna fight.
I'm with you.
You gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's just like if motherfuckers come at you. If you don't pull no gun, I'm not gonna pull no gun. You know what I'm saying? I can understand, and don't get me wrong, I can understand because you know what I'm saying. Everybody ain't like everybody. Everybody's different. Everybody is different. So I'm not gonna say wrong because you know he did what he felt was necessary to get his ass off there. So you know what I'm saying. So I'm not blaming the man for it. All I'm saying is they set his ass up, and that's what I'm saying. This young man got set. This young man got set up, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm still right there. I'm blaming the lawyer. I'm blaming the mama, the mama and the daddy too, because y'all see this lawyer's not doing the job. When y'all seen that damn jury, you're supposed to say you got 12 of your peers. 12 white people that look all stuck up is not my peers. They're not my peers, and that's real. Because you ready to hang me right now? Because you know what I'm saying. Then you got the judge. You know the judge. All of them went to school together. What you should have did? Let's move this to another county. That's the first thing you should have did. Let's move this to another county. And that's what
I would have done. I would have done that immediately. I would have done that immediately.
Yeah, it happened everywhere else. This case happened too quick. It happened everywhere else. Everybody moved to another county. This was a cut and close case. They already knew what the fuck was going to happen.
And the funny part about it's going to be this: like, you know how we'll really know something's going on. Like when he gets his appeal. If he gets his appeal and they keep it in the same county, now you know you're getting set up.
Yeah.
I mean, the main thing you got to do is get out of that county with your case when you appeal. And I really think he's going to win. Like the way you showed the videos, the first two videos made it look one-on-one.
Right.
You showed that last video, and I heard that a group of kids, 4 or 5, approached this young man. Dude, my opinion swapped immediately. I'm still not on the white-black thing, but yeah, if I got 4 or 5 athletes coming at me, dude, I'm defending myself if I have a knife in my pocket.
Right. And that's
like he might have, maybe he knew, like this is a track meet. Why would you have a knife in your pocket at track meet? They could have been text messages we find out about. Oh, we finna fuck you.
Been a lot. The lawyer didn't pull up. The lawyer didn't do his job. The lawyer did not do his job. Okay, so all right, so that's about our time right now. So stay tuned for You Guys Are the Worst at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned for that. And everybody need to go to KCE TV. Go to KCE TV, download the app. Go also to KCE Radio, download the app. KCE Radio got a app for that. Mr. Savage, you want to say your goodbyes before we end? You're on mute.
You got your mute button on, pal.
Invigorating. So exciting. This is so exciting. UFC. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. Just, bringing me to the UFC. This shit is real.
All right. We thank y'all for coming. We're going to see you next week. Same time, same place. Peace.
And available on all mobile and TV devices. With documentary like Greenridge: The Untold Truth, true stories about a neighborhood filled with crime and lust. A panel led by OGs that have faced the system, survived the streets, and learned from the mistakes that nearly cost them everything. Now, they gather to speak directly to young men who are walking similar paths. Pretentious. An army veteran struggles with social barriers that others misread as snobbish or aloof. Coming soon, Batty to Boss, can street smart tweets turn into respectful purpose-driven women in 1 week? Speak That Shit is unapologetic, uncensored podcasts that speaks on any and everything. To get the full effect, go ahead and subscribe to the premium package, only $5.